Hey guys, welcome back to King's Outdoor Life. Hope you're having a great day today. Just a quick video today. I want to show you a couple of my recent purchases. They're new to me. I buy almost everything used. I get a better deal by doing that. And I don't know, just anytime I can save money, I can get more toys by buying used toys. So when it comes to cordless tools, everybody has their color, right? You're either a DeWalt guy and it's yellow, Milwaukee and it's red, these Ryobis are this green color, and once you get stuck on the color, then you're stuck with that color. Because once you get 2 or 3 or 4 batteries, you got to stay with those tools and use them through all your different things. I went with Ryobi several years ago. I won't say that I regret it now. I think some of the other brands have taken a little bit better strides and getting better products, but for the money along the way, these have been pretty good tools. Biggest thing has been batteries, and you know, once you get a few batteries, you kind of stick with the battery, but not necessarily the name brand. These are off eBay. These are about half price, and so far so good. This is the first one of this little knockoff brand I found, but so far so good on these batteries working as well as the name brand batteries. So anyway, these two tools I just picked up off eBay. This is a 10-inch chainsaw, and you say, wow, it's a sissy chainsaw to go with my sissy tractor, and yeah, that's probably about right. It's got a 10-inch bar. So here to here, it's not meant to replace your chainsaw. If you've got a real chainsaw of steel or whatever, Husqvarna chainsaw, which I have, I've got the big steel chainsaw. If I'm gonna cut a tree down, I'm gonna cut a lot, then that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna call it my ride-along saw. In hunting season, or really any other time for that matter, this can ride along with us on the golf cart is what you use, side by side or whatever anybody may have. And this will work great because it's lightweight. If the battery is good, it's going to crank. You don't have to worry about it cranking. And the same thing with this. I've got a steel weed eater. Well, edge string trimmer, weed eater, what do you call it, right? That's kind of like a Coke in my last video. It's a string trimmer, we call it a weed eater. I have trouble with some small engines cranking. Little 2-cycle gas motors don't want to crank sometimes. These, they're going to crank. So when you have a light weed eating job to do, not weeding the ditch bank here at the farm, this guy does a trick. You can see this is already dirty. I've been using it. I've been putting it through the rounds and testing it. The only problem I'm going to say in my review here is the line wants to automatically feed out. So you push the little buttons here on the side and you undo the spool. I'm going to stand up and get closer here so you can see. So this spools out like so. That's too long. The motor's not real strong anyway, so you don't want a bunch of this line coming out. So you turn it like so, and it clicks back and it retracts that line. More will add, so I retract it more than I want because more will pull back out once it pulls tight. So what I've learned is get it about like so. That's about 5 inches of string that's coming out. And when you put this back on there, once you start using it, it will extend out. If you need to extend more line, if you hit something like if you're edging, do this, you put your foot on this, and this automatically turns to do edging, or you can push it, turn it back to do standard trimming. But anyway, what I was saying there is if you say, oh, I've worn it out, you can push the button right here to pull more out. So you can pull more out. So again, too much, pop this off, click, 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 run it back, and then pop that on here like this. All right, on this has bar oil. You have to put bar oil in there. If not, you will burn up your bar and chain. So we'll put this right here and add some bar and chain oil. It also is a push button to pump that in there. Most of your more sophisticated chainsaws are going to have automatic oilers. This is not a sophisticated chainsaw, and it does not hold very much bar oil. I have not tried this chainsaw. Can you even call it a chainsaw? Yes, it's a sissy chainsaw, but it's a chainsaw. I haven't even tried it yet. So this will be our maiden voyage here together, and then I'll change the camera out. We'll do a little bit on the weed trimmer, whipper snipper is what the Brits call it. I like that, it's whipper snipper. All right, let's change cameras and we'll see what it goes. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to give this a couple of pumps here. Good little oil on the bar. And then we'll see what it does. It's got a safety. I don't know if you can see my thumb right here. There's a safety. You have to pull the safety to pull the trigger. All right, here we go. All right. So far, so good. And remember, safety first. You always wear good, safe shoes when using a chainsaw. And long pants. Alright, so that's got that loose. We're going to put this on our fire. Look at our stump. It's doing great. We're down to the final maybe 15%. All right, I'm gonna start this side and come back this way.
So effective? Yes. Is it the one you want to use to cut the tree? No, but again, this is a good ride along saw for cutting limbs out of your way on the trail. So
far, so good on that one. All right. So I grabbed a different battery here. I don't know if you can see that battery or not. This is the name brand battery. It's kind of hard to say. It's got the little indicator. The knockoff I had has an indicator too. But anyway, so you push that button to see what your battery life is. Again, this is the first time I've used a chainsaw. This I've used quite a bit already. I like it. It's light. Like I said, it cranks every time and just pull the trigger. Same thing here. Safety, trigger. So you can't pull the trigger without pushing down the safety. So safety trigger. And listen how quiet that is compared to a real weed eater. And look, this is not for heavy stuff. It gets bogged down. But for light stuff like that, it does great. So, all in all, this thing's a keeper in my opinion. This right here, poison ivy. I don't recommend weed eating that. I'll let the liquid weed eater get a hold of that. Liquid weed eater is Roundup. All right, so now I'm going to show you the edger part. You just step on it like that and see how it turned, and you finish turning it, and now you can edge. So then I'm done edging. It turns back. Give it a little assist there. Now, most of these come with a guard that fastens on here and comes back behind. That's a shield to help not throw everything on you. I always take those off. This one didn't come with one. It was a little cheaper because of it. And like I say, I oftentimes take them off anyway, so it worked out great for me. So that's it. That's enough of a review there. I'm gonna start a little fire on the stump and try to get rid of it. So again, so far on this one, the 18-volt lithium weed whacker, string trimmer, whatever you want to call it, whipper snipper, the Brits call it. I like it a lot. I'm going to use this some more. I'll come back with a follow-up review on this. I think it's going to be great on you know, a limb or two here or there. Anything significant, not gonna be a significant chainsaw, but it's not supposed to be. But what is it? Captain Kleeman, if you look at his channel, he uses this, And he uses it a lot, but I don't think I'm gonna use it near as much as he has. So Allen wrench there to loosen it, screwdriver, standard screw there to tighten this chain, and that's what I'm gonna do before I use this again. So anyway, I'm gonna break this up in pieces, start a fire. I got a little thunder rumbling in the background, so I'm gonna start a little fire going before the rain starts. All right, there we go. So here's my fire starting tutorial. Matches. And you can see all we got here is just these little bitty dead pine twigs and stuff. I'm gonna pull those aside. And we got a bunch of pine straw. I'm gonna try to burn this big knot that's coming out here, I guess not a knot, part of this stump that was going to root back under the ground. We'll try to burn it tonight. The fire's gonna be short-lived tonight because of this rain coming in. That one. It's been very wet here lately. If you watched my video a couple days ago, it's rained almost every day lately. So even the pine straw, we just have to barely pull the top layer of pine straw off. Everything else is too wet to burn. We'll put it out. Tried to get too much too fast. You can tell how wet this pine straw is. And again, I just barely pulled the top layer of it off too. Thought of something I've been wanting to do, and I never can remember it. Oh yeah. Let's see. This is a walnut tree I planted several years ago. Planted this whole thing in walnuts. How much do I want to take off? I better not take any more. That ought to be enough. We got a good hot fire going there. I don't know if you noticed, I poured probably maybe a cup full of diesel fuel there to get it going, and then that pallet caught up, and that pine pallet is roasting right now. The point of today's fire is try to get that one knob that was sticking out there, and then we'll get back on this side the next few days. So thanks for watching the video today. If you're still with me, big surprise coming in a few days. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share with a friend.